Welcome everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Unravel Fitness post-run 30-minute yoga flow. Let's go ahead and begin by finding ourselves in child's pose, bringing the big toes together, the knees wide, walking the hands out and sinking the hips to the heels. Tuning into the breath, beginning to notice the heat coming off the body, and with every exhale, softening, noticing the heart rate slowing down. Breathe a little bit deeper. Allow the belly to expand. And on this exhale, walk the hands to the right. Find length along the side of the body. Plug the shoulders down the back, looking for a stretch along the ribs, up into the armpit. Filling the lungs with each breath, relaxing all the way down through the toes. Inhale to return the hands to center. Exhale, opposite side. Feel the shins and feet pressing down. Soften through the shoulders. Allow the face, neck, relax. Still looking for full expansion in the breath. Inhale to return the hands to center. Staying here for a few cycles, maybe noticing the body melting down a little further. Begin to feel the mat beneath the palms slowly rise to tabletop. Spread the fingers. Feel the webbing between the digits. Inhale to cow belly, dropping the belly, lifting the chin. Exhale, angry cat back. Adding any extra movements that feel good, like rocking forward and back, or even side to side. Doing whatever feels good to you in this motion and in the body, but feel the palms flattening. Allow the elbow creases to loop forward. Shoulders gliding down the back. Shins are heavy. Feel the top of the feet anchoring down. Trying to tuck and untuck from the hips first, feeling each vertebra articulate. Breathing a little bit deeper into the belly. Begin to tuck the toes. Feel the toe mounds heavy. Feel the weight shift into the legs, and on the exhale, make your way to puppy pose, walking the hands out, melting the heart down. Hips stay stacked over the knees, and feel the toes pressing into the mat. Feel the toe mounds heavy. With every exhale, look for that natural arch in the spine, but ground down through the arms, the palms. Breathing into the shoulders, the upper back. Softening with each exhale, a couple more breaths. Inhale to rise to tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Maybe pedaling out the knees. Feel the palms flat and heavy. Flare the fingers. Press the ground away from you. Belly's tight. Thighs are charged. Inhale to lift the heels. Exhale to let the heels return. Feel a stretch in the soles. One more time. Inhale to lift the heels, stretching into the arches. Exhale as you return. Feeling strong through your foundations. Inhale, the right leg to the sky. Exhale to bend the knee and stack the hips open. Maybe do ankle circles. Exhale, pigeon pose, right knee towards the right wrist, flexing the front ankle, pointing the back toes. Taking any progression in your practice or walking the hands out. Gently roll the right hip back as you roll the left hip closed. Trying to find even pressure in the hips. Feel the hips squaring as if you're corkscrewing the thighs down into the ground. Soften through the back knee. A couple more cycles. noticing how the heart rate slowed down. Inhale to walk the hands towards the legs. Feel strong through the thighs. Maybe lift the chin and shine the heart open. Feel the thighs squeezing and lifting as you get a small back bend. Breathing into the hips, the body. Slowly roll the weight onto the right hip. Feel secure and strong through the core. Inhale, loop the left leg forward, bringing the right heel towards the groin. Left toes pointing to the sky. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling, and exhale to fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, press into the tailbone, lengthening out, adding any extra movements that feel good, or continue to fold a little further. Double check both sits bones are anchoring down, allowing the hands to rest wherever they land. One more cycle. Left hand can rest on the shin or tuck underneath the calf. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over the side body, bringing the gaze up to the sky, spiraling the heart open on the inhale. Feel even pressure in the hips as you exhale, stretching through the fingers. Feel the legs anchoring down. Stay here or bind the top arm behind the back. Trying to press the left heel heavy, double check the left toes are hugging towards the chest. Inhale the right arm to the ceiling. Exhale to return to a seated position. Begin to square the body towards the left foot. Stay here or exhale, fold a little deeper, adding a twist by bringing the gaze over the left shoulder. Maybe reach the right hand outside the left leg or ankle. Begin to feel tall through the spine as you sit the hips down. Shoulders come down the back. Inhale, both hands return and reach to center, ground down through the hips. Exhale to plant the palms. The left leg is going to bend and reach back. Palms are heavy as you slowly make your way to three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Feel free to do any ankle circles, hip circles, but feel the palms connected. Inhale, left leg to the ceiling. Exhale to bend the knee and stack the hips open. Pigeon pose as you exhale, looking for as close to 90 degrees in the front ankle, the front knee, pointing the back toes, relaxing the back kneecap. Gently roll the left hip back, roll the right hip closed. And as you exhale, walking the hands out. Feel free to use a block to wedge under the hips or even under the forehead for support. But finding squared hips, feel the legs actively corkscrewing into the mat. And with every exhale, allowing the body to soften, melting down as you relax from the hips and shoulders. A couple more big breaths. Maybe walking the hands further forward. On the inhale, walk the hands towards the knees. Find yourself in an upright position. Feel the back foot heavy. Press the thighs into the ground as you inhale to a tall chest. Maybe lift the chin to the sky. Get a small back bend if that feels good without forcing it. Begin to shift the weight onto the left hip. Let the hands support you as you roll the right leg in front. Flex the right leg all the way to the toes. Find even pressure into the hips. Left foot is on the inside of the thigh. Inhale, the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold a little further. Going to wherever you can and never forcing it. Maybe massaging the feet if you're able to reach and that feels good. Adding any extra movements into the body. Feel the hips even. Stay here, or right hand can stay on top of the leg or tuck under the right calf. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over. As you exhale, feel both hips anchored down. Let the legs ground down. Double checking the right toes are hugging towards the chest as you stretch through the pinkies. Stay here or bind the left arm behind the back, maybe bringing the gaze to the sky. If this is intense, feel free to bring the gaze down towards the knee or the mat. Inhale, the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale to start to frame the body, frame the front foot. Stay here still or begin to twist towards the right. Inhaling to a tall spine. Exhale to fold and reach, maybe crawling the left hand away from you along the outside of the right leg. Feel the right palm supporting you. Double check there's even pressure in the sits bones. Grounding down through the thighs, breathing deeply into the body. On the inhale, slowly begin to make your way back, reaching for the ceiling as you return to center. Palms frame the body, bending the right knee, planting the hands heavy. Three-legged dog on the inhale, left leg to the ceiling. Maybe do ankle circles, hip circles, whatever feels good, shaking out any excess tension in the thighs. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, knees to ground, heart to ground. Baby cobra or full cobra on the inhale. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Feel the legs anchored down, squeeze the glutes, feel tall through the spine, drawing the shoulder blades back. Breathing into the body. Exhale, heart to ground. Making your way to Spinks Pose. Hug the elbows underneath the shoulders, flatten through the palms, squeeze the heels together. As you inhale, press the hips into the ground, pull the heart forward as you lengthen the crown up. Squeeze the glutes to support the spine. Then exhale, heart to ground, hands frame the heart, press back to down dog, sending the hips to the sky. Shaking out any excess tension. Inhale to bend the knees. Exhale to step forward, coming into our Yogi Squat. Heels are flat and heavy, sinking the hips to wherever you can. Feel free to wedge a block under the sits bones as well for support, but make sure the heels are heavy. Hands are at heart center, maybe rocking side to side. Feel free to add any extra movements that feel good. Double checking the heels are flat. Feel a stretch into the hips, the low back. Start to bring the back of the hands together. Spread the fingers, the palms. Feel a stretch into the wrists. If the block is underneath you, we'll move it off to the side. Taking another breath here. Hands will frame the hips. We'll make our way into a seated position, straightening out the legs. Hands to the low back. Scoop the shoulders together. Fish pose. Feel the shoulders shine the heart open as you ground down through the seat. Point the toes. Squeeze the heels together. Press the heels heavy as you inhale and breathe into the belly. Looking for a gentle stretch across the front of the body. Maybe lifting the chin if that feels good. Chin to chest, inhale to return to a seated position. Shaking it out, then finding ourselves in butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. Maybe rocking the neck side to side, releasing excess tension in the shoulders. But feel the feet pressing together. Begin to make a diamond shape with the body. Feel the knife edge of the foot anchored down. Crawl the hands underneath the calves. Stay here or walk the hands a little further out for turtle pose. As you exhale, bow the crown down, but feel the feet connected. Double check the toe mounds are touching. As you exhale, press the tailbone into the ground and allow the body to fold from the hips. Breathe into the tight spaces along the low back. Relax through the face, the neck, and shoulders. Trying to breathe deeper into the belly, below the belly button. Inhale to let the hands assist you to a seated pose. Hands underneath the knees. Inhale to assist the legs together. Hands can frame the hips. And we'll just tick-tock the knees side to side. Windshield wiping the legs. Going to wherever you can. Never forcing it. Loosening up any excess tension. Scooting a little further forward on our mat. Curling the spine down. Hugging the knees into the chest to neutralize the back before we find ourselves in happy baby. Grabbing the outer edges of our feet. Press the tailbone down into the ground. Feel the hips pressing heavy. Shoulders anchoring into the floor. Gently hugging the chin into the chest. With every inhale, allow the feet and knees to drift apart. Watch the belly rise. As you exhale, legs continue to drift apart and the legs sink into the hips. Inhale to hug the knees together. Give them a quick squeeze. Before you exhale, release the heels down. Find your block. Inhale to bridge the hips up and wedge the block underneath the sits bone, underneath the tailbone. Maybe taking it to a higher or shorter level, depending on your flexibility, but scoop the shoulders underneath. Let the fingertips reach down towards the ankles. And with every exhale, softening. Staying here for a few breaths. Feel the four corners of both feet anchoring down. Allow the belly to rise. Relaxing the face, neck and shoulders. Feel free to stay here, or you can inhale, reach the hands to the wall behind you, finding a little bit more length across the body. Feel the hips anchored down. Double check you're balanced and stable. With every inhale, noticing a deeper stretch across the body from the fingers, across the trunk, into the thighs. Still looking for those deep inhales and smooth and complete exhales. About 1 or 2 more big breaths. If your hands are reaching, we'll return them palms facing down next to the hips. Taking your time to bridge the hips up, move the block off to the side, then curl the spine down vertebra by vertebra, letting the hips touch last. Hugging the knees into the chest, release the back. Exhale, reclined butterfly. Soles of the feet touching, tucking the hips to the sky. With every exhale, let the knees melt down towards the ground. Soften through the hips. Hands can rest wherever they're comfortable, off to the sides, or one hand resting on the heart and belly. Hands can make their way underneath the thighs. Inhale to assist the legs together. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead to the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze like a tight seed. Then inhale, blossom into a big flower. Stretching out, making our way into Shavasana. Tucking the hips to the sky. Flattening the low back into the mat. maybe bringing the feet a little further apart than usual, moving into any new space we found today. Shoulders coming down the back, chin is softly tucked into the chest. Inhale through the nose, exhale, open mouth, relaxing the feet, ankles and calves. Soften the thighs, hips and low back. Relaxing the palms, shoulders, neck and jaw. Soften the cheeks and forehead. Let the eyeballs sink into their sockets. Feel the body melting down into the mat. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back into the body. Inhaling to wiggle the fingers and toes, softly circulating the ankles and wrist. Reaching for the wall behind you, nice big inhale. Exhale, turning to the right, coming into a fetal position. Allow the left hand to assist you into an easy seated pose. Eyes are still closed. Slowly begin to float the hands to heart center, feeling lightness between the fingers. Thank you for tuning in today, making time for yourself and your practice, bringing love, kindness, and balance into your life. Thumbs towards the forehead, bowing down, namaste.